Hey everyone, my name's Steve, and today we're going to show you how to use the analytics middleware for Frog. If you're not familiar with what Frog is, it is one of the newest frame building tools written by the same people who have done VM and WAGMI, which are some of the most popular Ethereum libraries. It makes building frames really easy, and it also allows for third-party middleware. So in a really short amount of time, you can have a frame up and running and have analytics on it through your Pinata account, just like that. I can't wait to show you how easy this is, so let's head over to the computer. So the first thing you're going to need to get started is a Pinata account so you can have access to Pinata Analytics. And once you have your Pinata account, there's just a few things we're going to set up. First thing you need to do is go ahead and create an API key. Just go to the API keys page here, click on new key. We can call this Frog Analytics. And we just go ahead and select admin. This will be in a secure place, so it'll be safe. And then hit generate API key. Once you do this, you're going to get a very long JWT. And that is something you're going to want to save, and we're going to put in our app in just a little bit. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and connect your Farcaster account to your Pinata account. And it's really easy to do that. Go ahead and click on the top right here and go to integrations. Click sign with Farcaster. And then you want to go ahead and get your phone, and it should have Warpcast installed, and you should be logged into your Warpcast. Just get the camera, scan the QR code. It's going to prompt me to sign in. And there we go. We're signed in just like that. Now we've got that set up, let's head over to the terminal. All right, so now we're in our terminal. We're gonna go ahead and create a new project. And to get started, it's really easy. All we have to do is npm init frog. We're gonna go ahead and give it a name. So we'll just call this Frog Analytics. And we're gonna use the Next.js template, but there are other templates available. And we're gonna go ahead and cd into Frog Analytics. And from here, we're gonna go ahead and install just the dependencies as well as the Pinata FDK. We'll do npm install Pinata FDK. That's going to install everything. All right, once that's done, let's go ahead and open up this code in our text editor. All right, so we have our project open, and I've went ahead and navigated to app, API, routes, then route.tsx. This is where all the magic is happening. And they have just kind of a really basic starter boiler code for a frame, and all we're going to do is add analytics to it. Not going to really change anything inside the frame. And it's really easy to do. All we have to do is do import and then do Pinata FDK. And that's from Pinata FDK. There we go. Now all we have to do is create a new instance of the Pinata FDK by doing const FDK equals new Pinata FDK. And inside of here, we're going to add just a couple things. One of them is going to be the Pinata JWT that we got earlier. And we're going to do this from an env file. So you can create a .env.local file and put this variable there. So I'll show you how that works. But we're also primarily going to be using this inside of Vercel. So when we deploy our Next.js app to Vercel, there's going to be a spot for environment variables, and this is what we're going to put in. Okay. So we're going to do process.env Pinata JWT. And just so it works with TypeScript, add else string. And then we're also going to do Pinata gateway. And for this, we can just make it empty set of strings. We don't really need anything outside of that. Now let's go ahead and make that env.local file. It's really easy. Just click on the right here, new file, .env.local. And we'll just do Pinata JWT, just like I did before, and then you go ahead and paste in your JWT from the API key you made earlier. So once we have our FDK set up, after we declare the app, all we have to do is come down here and do app.use, set our path, and you could do any kind of path you want and set analytics for multiple paths, so that way you could get more data. But we're just gonna do the base path, and we're gonna do fdk.analytics middleware. And inside of here, we're going to take two things, and one of them is optional. First one is frame ID, and this is just a string that we can make this whatever we want it to be. I'm going to call it just Frog Analytics Demo. And then we also have the option of a custom ID, and this is something that you can make that gives you more details. I'm just going to leave it as is and save. And we're essentially all set to go. I'm going to go ahead and create a GitHub repo for this. Upload that to Vercel, make sure I paste in my Pinata JWT, and we can start testing this. All right, so I have my Vercel project deployed with my app, and the domain here is froganalytics.vercel app. We're just gonna go ahead and copy that. Now we're gonna go to the frame validator on Warpcast. This is a nice debugging tool if your app is live. So we go ahead and paste in our app, and don't forget to add the API because that was our base route. We'll go ahead and load this up. And now we can see here we have our frame. Just returns the values of the buttons we press. And so we've pressed that about maybe 4 or 5 times now. So let's go back to Pinata and see if we can see those frame analytics show up. So back in our Pinata account, just click on Frame Analytics. And there you go. You can see our Frog Analytics demo and the URL that is updated. And if we kind of go back and forth and make a few more changes, you'll watch it update in real time. It's really fun, really fast, very nice. That wraps it up for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts, comments, or questions, please leave them in comments below or replies below. And this is just the beginning of our Farcaster content. So if you want to see more on how to build on Farcaster, go ahead and like and subscribe. Till next time, happy bidding.